Okay, so my phone didn't record the first half of this lesson. There was an issue with it locking. So, I guess we're just gonna tell you about what we did in the first half, and then I will videotape the second half of the lesson. We started painting the background.
She taught me how to make purple, and the purple I wanted to make.
How did we do that?
We took red, and we put red on this piece of plastic, and then we put blue on the plastic, and we mixed it, and it was too much red, so we put blue in there to get it purple, and it was too dark, so we put white in there to lighten it up, and we balanced it out to the purple I wanted, and I put that on the canvas, and then I put some more blue in it because I was going to fade it to blue, and so we just kept putting more blue in there, mixing it in, and then painting over and over and over until it was like a gradient or an ombre, which means shadow in Latin.
Yeah. So the most important thing was that it was about asking questions about your learning, and then so like when you didn't know what to do, I would ask you, what do you think you should do?
And I would get frustrated because I didn't know what I was doing. No, I'm kidding.
But you need to think about your learning is the
right
thing. Yeah, I'm sorry that it didn't pick it up, but I can't redo it because you already learned it. So I will be videotaping.
Mind frame, learn shot.
I'll be videotaping the second half of this lesson, so there will still be some content of me actually teaching.
What are we doing?
We've done the base.
The treble.
Yeah, the background wash. So now we're gonna start on the elephant. You wanted to do it in white, right?
But I want black outline of an elephant and then white in the fill.
Okay.
Is that bad or good? Or should I try to do a white and then fill it in and then black outline?
That'd probably be easier.
Okay.
So
I want to make sure it's straight.
it is.
That's probably not the best way to do it though. Probably should do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I make the elephant right and not mess up?
If you want to pull up just like an elephant face silhouette on
My phone disappeared.
I didn't want to make a protein shake. You don't want to like.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that before we go out tonight.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh, I forgot.
You need some code right here.
What has protein?
Huh?
I need protein.
Make some protein. Milk has some protein. Broccoli, I think has like.
Broccoli has a lot of protein.
Yeah, broccoli.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, shoot, dog, it just break me off a stem.
Break me off steam of that there broccoli. Ooh-wee. Some of that there ground tree.
Okay. Andrew, you should just shut up now.
Oh well.
Okay. Look up elephant silhouette.
I'll just look up like tattoo ideas. Like that. But not super complex.
That's good for just getting the basic shape of the head.
Is it bad?
It's very bad.
Okay.
I ate it like not that long ago.
It made the whole fridge smell like farts.
That's what broccoli smells like.
Okay, we're gonna start now.
Broccoli smells like.
Okay, so
Okay.
we've done the background. So what you probably want to do is just take a pencil and like really lightly over the background, get like the shape you want.
Can I draw on paint?
Mhm.
I didn't know I could do that.
Yes, you can. It's gonna be really faint, but unless you want to just go straight to painting, but sometimes it's nice to just have like a basic shape. We're using a reference photo for the elephant's head shape because it makes it easier, especially for people who are just beginning or painting something that you haven't worked with a whole bunch.
Should I make the trunk go long or just leave it like straight down?
However you want to do it.
Well, I'm just asking for your opinion.
It's easier to make it go straight down with a silhouette.
Okay.
My honest to God opinion. Open on.
Elephants have such big ears.
African elephants. Asian elephants have big ears, but not such big ears.
Wasn't there a third type of elephant that went extinct? Or
I think so.
like an elephant around at the same time humans were around? This is so faint I can't even tell it's there.
Well, it's just kind of a guide. It's not like you have to follow it perfectly. Okay. So since we're just making the silhouette white, we don't need to mix any paint for this one.
I just squirt some white paint in there.
Yeah.
And then should I do the really thin
Yeah.
brush?
If you're doing edges.
Should I use this? What size should I use?
You'd wanna if you're gonna start by just doing the edges, you don't wanna use a flat tipped brush.
Oh, that's for small strokes.
Yes.
I want to use small
Pointed.
drawing like this.
Yes.
So I just like that or more.
More than that.
That.
More than that.
Like that.
Yeah, like that. You wanna kind of swivel the brush around. And the good thing about paint is if you mess up a line, you can just zip over it. It's the nice thing about painting a silhouette, it's easier because you don't have to go in with all the details, and if you mess up a line, it's not like the end of the world. Look at those ears. Yeah, their head's like a third to the size of their ears.
Mm-hmm. Because I started with the head shape and I was like, this is tiny. Such a big, beautiful animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they can't jump.
They can't?
They cannot. The amount of like force needed to be produced to jump or to like propel that much weight to the air, they would be. It's like proportionally impossible. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because they have to be bigger to jump that high. But they can never be bigger.
And it's just about the outline. It doesn't matter about the details of the head because they're inside the ears. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter about the thickness of the paint on the edges right now.
Because I'm gonna fill in.
Yeah.
You don't need to tell me twice, but maybe 3 times. I said maybe 3 times.
Oh, you don't have to.
I said not twice.
Hey.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I love you. But it sounds annoyingly catchy.
Yeah.
Is that symmetrical?
The ear needs to be flatter to the tusk. Yeah, it looks pretty. Tusk needs to be a little longer.
And then more of an angle right here.
Yeah. Good.
Cool. I'm an artist now.
Okay, so what do we do with the brush now?
I'm gonna make the snout longer.
Okay.
That they are elephant snout.
Make it longer.
Them things use it like another hand, but they don't have hands, so I guess they use it like
So that's the brush
hand
we
right
used
here.
for the.
Right, I know. I was just trying
Okay.
to not let the paint clot up.
What do we do with the brush now?
I dip it in here.
Yeah, usually we don't.
Leave it there, and then I use the one I first grabbed to fill in. This one's firm.
Oh, you can just push down, it'll break it up. Yep. So you can just get the paint on there and then afterwards go over it with relatively even strokes. But you want to pull from the
outside in. Yeah.
Get it even. So yeah, last time we were working in the footage, just I guess didn't record or deleted it, I don't know, it's just not there anymore. We learned about mixing paint, and there was a little more instruction because there was more like questions where this is just kind of filling in and working with learning about different brushes and kind of technique. So we have a little beginning part talking about what we did there.
I'm very focused, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just talking to my teacher.
Teach, yo, teach.
Yo,
That's
teach.
That's what I called the person who trained me at my job. I kept calling him Teach.
Yo, teach. What up?
Hey, come on.
Dr. Duffin's cool.
Devin? Deffin?
Duffin?
Duffin.
Like puffin, but with a D.
That sounds like a...
The
That's
sink,
a weird noise.
the
I hear.
sink is making a weird noise.
It's probably the dishes settling in there.
I don't know if that's normal or not. I don't know. That sounds
That
sketchy.
doesn't not sound like...
I don't know if you can hear that, but...
It sounds like a tower of forks falling.
So, I know Dr. Duffin, I don't know if she's gonna watch the whole thing. We can talk about self-efficacy.
What?
Your belief in your ability to do this by yourself was not high. Like to successfully use the brushes and mix the paint.
I think I could, however, I think I most definitely could not have done it as fast or as easy, if that makes sense. It would have taken me a lot longer, like probably a couple days. Because I get this thing called frustration. I can't do something right. And I quit. No, is it quitting if I take a break from it and come back to it?
I mean, it is quitting, but it's not like quit. You quit it for a bit. The texture looks nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah.
I think I'm going to become a professional artist. Something like that.
Yeah?
No.
But yeah, so you're talking about self-efficacy. And about the fact that you would have
Well,
trouble.
that depends on how determined I would have been. If it's something I really, really would have done, I would have.
But like you would have
tried.
struggled with
But
color theory.
I would have gotten very upset with not getting the purple right. But I do know how to make purple.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like a dum-dum in front of your teacher.
I mean, she's probably not even going to watch the whole video. She just wants to make sure we did it.
Oh, there's a little bit of purple mixing in there. Or is that the white going away?
It's just,
Should I get more white in there, or is that good, do you think?
okay, so like, you see where like it's streaky there and there? It's going to be really streaky when it dries.
Well, there's some extra paint here.
Yeah. The had the tusks in this year are pretty good. I would just go around the edge a little bit. Maybe pick up some more paint. Or actually, that's working pretty well. Yeah. But yeah, I picked this because there's a lot of little victories in painting. So when you're working with a more knowledgeable other, which is a term we use, I'm not just trying to be mean. It's good because there's lots of things that like can be commented on and like, oh, you did that right, like that's good, and it makes it less frustrating.
Yeah, definitely.
So painting felt like the way to go. Yeah. Also, I hope you can hear his roommate's music play.
Is that a saxophone cover of... it's an Ariana Grande song.
Yeah. One less problem. Right.
Yep. Isn't it Pharrell in
I
there
don't
too?
think it's a saxophone cover. The saxophone is in that song. Oh, it's a saxophone cover. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
No, that's fine actually. I like that.
Okay.
There you go.
She's looking pretty good.
It's a he. Okay.
Okay. So, that's our video. Wait, I'll show the painting.
The paint's gonna fall off.
Alright, if you stumble across this on YouTube and you have no idea what you're watching, you're welcome. Stop.